I'm John. Welcome to Deerfield Public Library's new video series, Board Game Basics. In these videos, we will pick a game from our collection and we will explain the various game mechanisms. Today's game is Ticket to Ride. It's an immensely popular and Spiel des Jahres winner. The Spiel des Jahres is a German award for board games and is considered to be the most coveted award a game can receive. It literally translates to Game of the Year and is like the Oscars of board games. Ticket to Ride won the Spiel des Jahres award in 2004 and has sold over 3 million copies since. Ticket to Ride is a family game for ages 8 and up. You can have 2 to 5 players, but the game plays best with 4. Average playtime is about 60 minutes. The goal of the game is to complete train routes to score points. The player with the most points at the end of the game wins. The primary mechanisms in Ticket to Ride are hand management and route or network building. Hand management is the mechanic that you are probably most familiar with. If you have ever played a card game like poker, hearts, rummy, or the like, then you have played a game that uses hand management as a mechanism. In Ticket to Ride, players are dealt and later draw various colored train cards that they must match up in order to complete destination cards with score points. Hand management means that the player has a certain number of cards in their hand that they must collect, organize, or in some way utilize efficiently in order to win the game. In Ticket to Ride, you must collect a certain number of matching color train cards to complete a destination ticket. During your turn, you may either pick from face-up cards, draw from the pile, claim a route, or draw destination tickets. Claiming routes is the mechanic called route or network building. In Ticket to Ride, players will be given several destination ticket cards to start the game, and those tickets must be completed in order to score points. For example, John is dealt the destination ticket from Chicago to New Orleans. In order to complete this ticket, John must build routes from Chicago to St. Louis to Little Rock, and Little Rock to New Orleans. All of these routes must be completed by John in order to score points, but they can be done in any order. Here is where much of the strategy of the game comes into play. John could start by connecting Chicago to St. Louis by playing 2 white cards or 2 green cards. He could then play 2 of any matching color to connect St. Louis to Little Rock, as it is gray route and any color may be used. And then finally, he could connect Little Rock to New Orleans by playing 3 green cards. By building his route this way from beginning to end, other players might figure out what destination he is trying to complete and cut him off somewhere, making it much more difficult, if not impossible, to complete his route. Instead, John could choose to complete the route from St. Louis to Little Rock first. Then the routes from St. Louis to Chicago. And finally, from Little Rock to New Orleans. And this is where the strategy lies, in the mechanism of route building. Deciding when and where to place your route and when to block an opponent's route is the key to winning a game of Ticket to Ride. Thank you for joining me, and be sure to check out our YouTube channel for additional videos.